Hey there guys, Ishak from Shektik here and welcome to a brand new video. And today we got another car video here. I'm with the old girl again and I'm going to be doing a simple service video. So for the first aspect of service, I'm going to be changing the oil and the oil filter. Something that you should be doing regularly, either by your mechanic or yourself. In theory it should be a pretty easy job to do, but we'll check it out and see what we got to do. The things that I got for this oil change, I got some oil. So I got 190E W201. Doing a bit of research online, this sounded like the right pitch, the right oil to use for the climate I'm in. Slightly a bit cooler climate where I live in New Zealand. But yeah, do your own diligent research. But yeah, we're going with the 190E W201. This is a 6 litre bottle. I believe it takes 5 litres. But it's always good to have a little bit extra. So we'll see how that goes. If you have a little less, I'll have to shoot to the shop and buy some more. Got the oil filter itself, so I'm using a Ryco oil filter, Z423. Yeah, little screw-on filter, and yeah, I'll show you that when we start installing it. An oil pan. This is an 8 litre oil pan, real cheap, inexpensive plastic oil pan with a little pour-out nozzle, so when I'm done I can pour it into another container to go dispose of properly. And then I've got a whole pack of sump plugs with their pressure washers. As we need to replace that when we take out the old sump plug. And so yeah, those are the main things I need. Let's see how easy it is to get to the oil sump. I've run the car a little bit, so it is up to temperature. Apparently if you get a bit warmer, it'll run out a bit faster, so we'll give that a go. Alrighty, we're underneath the 190E. So as you can see, there's a little kind of like a underbody protection there, a little underbody tray there, so I'm going to take that off. So it looks like there's just 4 8mm bolts holding him up. So there'll be one in that corner and there's another one in that corner. So grab your just an 8mm socket and then you should be able to screw those out. Let me take them off. So I've now got the under tray out, which is 4 bolts that were like finger tight, so it was all good. I'll go give this a little bit of a clean before I put it back in. It's just a plastic piece of plate. Gives you a good idea if anything's leaking or not. I do see a little drop there. It's a little concerning. Looks like it's a bit of coolant or steering pump, which I do think has a little bit of a leak, which I'll have another video too, servicing the steering pump. But yeah, now that this is off, I have access to the sump, and let's now try and drain it. Hot tip: if your plastic cap on your oil filter, the oil cap on your engine is stuck, you may want to use a little hammer and give it a little slight tap from the side and then turn it. I was struggling so hard to turn it with my hand, so doing that was able to actually unscrew it. So yeah, you can now get into it. So you want to take the cap off to essentially just take the pressure off, and so then the oil should be free flowing into the bucket. Broke the nut. Now, it's the fun part. Here comes the oil. There we go. That was pretty clean. Alright, so I've let most of the oil drain out. I've still got the pan under there. There's a couple of drops coming through. But I thought now that most of the oil's out, I'm going to go and try and tackle the filter here. Hopefully try and hand unscrew it, because that one doesn't look like it has the proper tool where you can wrench it out. So hopefully I can do a hand untighten it, and yeah, we'll see how that goes. Alrighty, let's see how tight this is. Turning it counterclockwise. It's not too bad. Right, so I've loosened the oil filter using a 3 jagged edged wrench. It's a pretty cool tool. You can just put it on a 3/8 or a 1/4 inch socket wrench, and it essentially just rotates and gets tighter as you rotate, so it can fit numerous sizes of oil filters. And so I've loosened it, so now I can loosen it by hand. It's going to be a bit of oil will be coming out. Just got to screw it out. have it. There's the oil filter, all out, the old one, pretty clean. And then we'll go ahead and get our new one in. The air filter here, I put a dollop of oil, new oil on a tissue here, and I'm just going to rub it around the new rubber ring. Get a bit of lubrication on there. And there should be a little bit there. Nice. And then I will screw it on now. Just screw it in, pretty straightforward. I'll hand screw it first and then tighten it. Alrighty, so now as you can see I put the new drain plug in, the oil's all drained out. So I'm just going to hand tight it first, and then we need to use our torque wrench. I believe it's 27 Newton meters. Starting to pour the oil here, so my 10W40. I believe the recommended amount of oil in here is about 5 liters, and that's how much we got out on the tray. So I'll try and get close as I can to that, but we'll pour little by little and try and get that right. Okay, so I've poured in about 4.5 liters in, and now I'm just going to check the dipstick level, just to see if you put the right amount of oil in here. Let's pull out the dipstick. That to me looks just right in the middle. About halfway between the two red markers, so we are good to go. The moment of truth. Let's see if it all works. I will now go and try start up the car, and yeah, see if there's any leaks underneath. Oil filter's all good, and we're keeping oil pressure, and let the car run a little bit, and then check the dipstick again to see if the oil needs to be topped up, because some oil will go into the oil filter. Alrighty, there you had it. So here it started up properly, let it run for a little bit, let the oil circulate around the system for a bit, get into the filter and whatnot. So now that it's done that, what I'll do is check the dipstick again, just to make sure that once the oil has been circulating around, is it actually at the right level. Yeah, as you can see, it's slightly low, like not exactly in the middle. So what I'll do is I'll just top in that another 500 milliliters into the tank, and then we should be good to go. And yeah, that's been it. Hope you followed along and it was easy to follow along how to change the oil in this. It's pretty easy, pretty straightforward. I'll put back the undercarriage, just put it out for wash. It's drying at the moment. But yeah, should drive a lot better now. The oil quality that came out was pretty good, so I'm surprised by that. And so yeah, I have a couple more serviceable items coming along, waiting for the parts to come in. But comment down below if you want to see any other videos about this car, or any of my other cars, or any other videos in general. But as always, I bought one, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace!